All right, so what was interesting about the Ottoman Empire in the late 1800s, early 1900s, so this is what is now, so it's Ottoman Turkey, Ottoman Syria, Ottoman Jordan, Ottoman Iraq in the early 1900s. What was interesting was that when they created a constitutional monarchy with a parliament and a sultan who was kind of like a king, and they moved towards a kind of parliamentary democracy system, they did try in the early 1900s to create a kind of national education across all the provinces, which was supposed to kind of unite the cultures a bit more because you had Arabic speakers educated in Arabic in Iraq, you had Turkish speakers in Istanbul, you also had Greek speakers educated in Greek. The idea was to create some sort of national education. There were disagreements about this, about, should everybody become a native Turkish speaker? And it says here in the late 1800s, there was some success in creating a kind of national educational culture. It says here, as a noted scholar of nationalism, this guy has argued the establishment of a state education system is one of the most important characteristics of the modern nation state. Since national school systems played an important role in promoting a national language and civic loyalty and horizontal ties of common nationality, the Ottoman Empire would strive to do this more and more. Starting with the Ottoman Education Regulation of 1869, which required 3 years of mandatory education for all male Ottomans, the main aim was to compete with religious and foreign missionary schools. So they wanted to compete with private schools. Everybody goes to a public school, becomes loyal to the empire and the dynasty, the Osman, or Othman Ottoman family, educate the students in secular subjects like mathematics, geography, foreign languages, all in the hopes of matching Western accomplishments. In the 33 years of Hamidian rule, meaning Abdul Hamid, the Ottoman state established close to 10,000 elementary, middle, and high schools throughout the empire, as well as prestigious academies in law, medicine, military studies. Literacy and loyalty were seen as powerfully intertwined in one government report. The expansion of education will confirm the affinity of the people to religion, fatherland, and patriotism, and render sincere bonds to our Highness, the Caliph of all Muslims. But if ignorance continues, it will intensify. As a result, schools were established in politically sensitive regions like Crete, Cyprus, Macedonia, with the aim of countering the nationalist propaganda of Greek, Bulgarian, and Serbian educators, etc., etc. Other areas like Beirut and Jerusalem, state schools were a powerful weapon to defend the empire from the private schools, which were connected with Europe. In 1898, Beirut province yearbook showed a ratio of 2 to 1 of students in foreign versus Ottoman schools. So too many students throughout the empire were going to foreign schools, private schools, and the empire wanted people to go to public schools. Um, and so basically the next two paragraphs get into the fact that the empire was, on the one hand, successful in creating a lot of schools and getting people to go to these schools and to believe in the kind of values of the Ottoman nation, Ottoman Empire as a kind of empire nation, constitutional monarchy, respect for the Sultan. Probably they were getting people more engaged with Turkish language education. Says your state secondary schools did create a growing cohort of Ottoman subjects who were literate in Ottoman Turkish, as well as their own language. The problem was that they were having difficulty with this because too many people were going to the private schools, including so there were a lot of Christian people, like Greek Orthodox, Arabic-speaking Christians who were going to these British and French schools. A lot of Jewish people in Ottoman Central lands, Turkey, Syria, etc. They were going to these French schools. So trying to get people very literate in Turkish to be part of this kind of Ottoman national identity in Ottoman Turkey, early 1800s, Ottoman Turkey, Ottoman Iraq, Ottoman Syria. Yet a lot of the people, the Greek Orthodox Christians, Syrian Muslims and Christians, Jewish people in Turkey, they're going to like French and British schools. And so this was one of the big problems that the Ottoman Empire faced. And again, that whole project of creating an Ottoman nation, connecting Turkey with Ottoman Turkey, Ottoman Turkey, Ottoman Jordan, Syria, down to Egypt, Iraq, that whole project kind of failed, partly because in World War I, the Ottoman Empire lost to the European powers, and the British and the French took over. The British took over Ottoman Iraq, the French took over Ottoman Lebanon, But again, they were not able to take over Turkey, which revolted and established modern Turkey. Very interesting.